Hello guys, this is exactly what I mean by selling cycle. And you discover that the market is coming from the high point. And I told you guys that your ability to spot what the market is doing early enough, especially from higher time frames, helps you to trade conveniently. I mean, you can trade even when the market is on any structure. Irrespective of the structure of the market, you can always trade the financial market. Boom and crash is so easy to understand. Welcome back to my channel. Today this is CN on the screen, and you are watching CN Great Counsels and Forex Trade. And if you are new on this channel, kindly hit that subscribe button down below, turn on the notification bell so that whenever I upload a new video, you'll be the first to watch it. I'm going to show you many things in this video, and please do not click off and watch till the end. I promise you it's not going to be long, okay, but you are going to benefit from it. I mean, it's value oriented. And if you're an old subscriber, please kindly hit that thumbs up button and give this video a thumbs up like, so that it will help us with the algorithm of YouTube. Okay, now with that being said, we want to quickly go into what we have for today. This is exactly what I mean by selling cycle. And as you can see, I actually showed this to one of my students when I was having a class with him. That was on Sunday. Okay, that was when I drew this channel. Okay, and I told him if I want to, although I had series of program on Sunday and I did not capture this move, okay, I was supposed to take a bite at this point. By now I'm supposed to exit this trade, and that would have been huge money. But I told him this is how we do it, okay, that when you are able to identify what the market is doing, and then you identify key levels, you identify the structure of the market. Now this market is actually coming from the upside, and we were able to identify the high points and low point from the most recent move of the market. So then we identified the high point to be here, the low point to be here, and then the high point, we identified it to be here. So that was when we were able to draw this. Of course, I've made a video on how to identify the structure of the market, how to identify key levels, setting key levels, although that was not so detailed, but then you can check the description box of this video. I will leave the link to that video in the description box. Please do not joke with such kind of videos on my channel. I mean, they are the keys to trading success, okay? So we were able to identify the high points and the low points, and we said that if the market is coming from a high point and is descending, that you should be expecting the market to be making series of lower highs and lower lows, okay, telling us that it's on a downtrend, okay. But if the market is coming from the low point, it should be making series of higher highs and higher lows, and of course that should be a buying cycle. And even though this market is on a selling cycle now, because I do more of tick trading, I can trade this market conveniently. Buying. Although we are supposed to be looking for selling opportunity, that's for those that catch spikes, okay. But myself, I do more of tick trading because trend is my friend, okay. Now, even now, I'm looking out for a bounce off here now, because this market crash is determined to go down. It's going down. It's been going down for quite a long time now. But then, like I said, when you are able to spot what the market is doing, you can see this is a channel that this market has been respecting. Now, yeah, as soon as it breaks this trend line to the upside, then this shape, this channel would have been bastardized, okay. Then I will know that I will be waiting for an increase in buying volume and pressure from this point. Then I can decide to go long, okay. But at this point, you won't say it has broken this, because it's still in alignment with the trend line. So, but I'm expecting a spike at that level. If it doesn't spike, that doesn't mean I am going to enter the trade for a buy immediately. No. I'll make sure it's broken and it's obvious. Now remember, the market might decide to also form another channel that it should be respecting from this high point. It's possible it's coming to retest somewhere there, giving us another trend line. So at every point in time, we analyze and reanalyze and then know what the market is doing. So you don't ignore this. You don't ignore this whenever I see something like this. But if it eventually crashes from here, then it's coming back to retest. Then I'm going to extend the trend line, and then I'll be waiting for a bounce off for me to go long again. But I can still take a sell trade if it start crashing from here, and that will be a sell for me. Okay, so guys, that's how we spot some of these moves. Now let me just show you what I mean by the market making series of lower highs and lower lows in a selling cycle. Now from this point, this was the high point we identified. Okay, now we say that if the market is coming from a high point, that's a selling cycle, and then we should expect the market to be making series of lower highs and lower low. Now we are going to quickly label these points, these points, these points, these points, these points. Okay, these points, we are going to label them so that you understand what I mean by lower high. This is a high point. This is a low point. Now this is another high point. This is a low point. This is a high point. This is a high point. This is a low point. This is a high point, and this is a low point. Okay, of this market now, and the market is descending. Okay, now I know so many of you don't understand this. Okay, but that's why I'm doing this, so that you will understand. Now let me clear up the chart so that let me do it better. This is a high point. This is a low point. Okay, this is a high point, and this is a low point. This is a high point. This is a low point. This is a high point. This is a low point. Okay, now the market is coming this way. Now this 1, 2, 3, 4. Now because 2 here is a high but is lower than 1, we call it lower high. It is lower to the 1. And because 3 is still a high but is lower than 2, we also call it lower high. 4 is a high point but is lower than 3, we call it lower high also. Now let's get to the downside. This is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4. Now because 2 is a low point but is lower than 1, we call it lower low. 3 is also a low point but is lower than 2, we call it lower low. I don't know if you understand this. So normally in a selling cycle, you should be looking out for a sell, but because this is crash, and you might want to trade ticks, that's why we decided to put this trend line both to the upside and to the downside, giving us a channel so that the bounce off of this the market, the bounce off from either of the trend line, you can either take a buy or a sell. That's why I always say that if you know what the market is doing from a higher time frame, you can trade both ways conveniently. With this channel now, one can trade both ways. Assuming you came to spot the market, the move of the market early enough from somewhere around here, you would have known when the market got here and bounced up for the first time. You draw your trend line, and if you have identified that the market is creating a channel, you can trade both ways. Each time it bounces off. Now, I may not really go into details about how you can identify that the market has actually bounced off, but there are many ways you can do that. Wick rejections, reversal candlestick patterns, and a lot of them. Okay, but remember, I promise that this video will not be too long. Okay, that's just it, guys. So please, I will leave the link to the video on how you can identify key levels in the description box of this very video. Please don't joke with it. Now, before I go, I want to quickly show you something. Now, I made a video on the new secret about EMA 200, and I told you about the market, how it's going to be retested until it breaks. It retests, it breaks, or retests, it breaks. Now, let me quickly add the EMA 200 to show you that it's still in consistency with our predictions. Okay, now this is it. I'm want to add something like let's add green. Let's choose green as a color. Now this is M1, this is M5, right? M15. Okay, this is M5 now. M1, it broke it long ago. This is the EMA 200. This is EMA 200, and let's go to 5 minutes time frame. It has broken it. Now it retested it severally. It retested it severally from here. Okay, it retested it, and then it has broken it. Now it's going up. It's going up. This is how it's going to be retesting it from time frame to time frame. This is M15. It is today that is retesting it. It is about breaking it today. Now it retested it here, and that was when? That was on the 6th. That was on the 6th. Okay, that was on this. Okay, it retested it on the 5th of November. He also retested it on the 6th of November, and then today is still around it being okay, this is 8th of November. Today is 8th of November now, and it's breaking it already. This is M15. This is M15. You remember I told you there's an alignment in all the time frame from M1 to D1. So this is how it's going to be breaking it. Now let's check M30. This is M15. This is M30. Let's check M30. This is M30. You see, it's very close to it. Let's check when it retested it on M30. The very last day, that was on the 3rd of November. Okay, so it got close to it on the 5th, but it did not retest it properly. Now today is 8th of November. Now it may likely retest it and spike to come down. That's when it's going to come down, most likely to this my trend line, to the downside, and then before it will go up again. This is how it's going to be testing and retesting. Now this is H1. It's still going to retest it. Now it might be this move that will retest it. It might not be this move, but in all, it's going to retest. That's how it's going to be retesting until it finally breaks it, and that's when we'll have crash market trading like mad. Okay, so I'll keep you guys updated, but this is a secret you really need to know, and you can use this to make money. I mean, make huge money. Okay, so many thanks for watching this video, guys. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel. If you are new, please, you can't be getting values from this channel and then you're just walking away. Please subscribe and turn on the notification bell so that whenever I upload a new video, you'll be the first to watch it. Also, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, like, and leave your decent comment in the comment section below if you have been taking advantage of all the secrets we've been revealing on this channel. Also, don't forget to share our videos with your friends, with your fellow traders, and then I'll talk to you in my next video. This is CM Great Counsels signing out for today. Bye.